Hello, and welcome back to Cricket TV. Today's double blast, two blockbuster matches, two stadiums packed, four teams trying to look like champions, and two cricket sages with us, Narayan Pasari and Nikhil Morsawala, will sprinkle the serious sauce over the masala. First up, we have Mumbai Indians and Lucknow Super Giants. The match is ongoing. We'll discuss it at the end of the our discussion. We'll go directly with RCB versus DC. I don't want to say much about it, so I'll hand it over to Nikhil Morsawala.
You will not say you obviously say it. We will not say much because you will say only two things: RCB, Virat Kohli. That's fine.
No, no, no.
And
Plus
that's allowed.
plus,
And that's allowed.
no,
Yeah,
no. Plus she becomes a related party transaction also.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I can't
But
support
but
DC.
but she has a conflict today, and I'll tell you the conflict that Delhi is being led by uh,
Sir
Akshar
Patel.
Patel,
Rahul.
who's from Nadiad. He's a Patel, Hitvi is a Patel. So you would expect Hitvi to say, अरे नडियाड वाला है पटेल है तो मैं उसको सपोर्ट करती हूँ, लेकिन नहीं, उन्होंने आरसीबी को पहले सपोर्ट किया। और यही तो एक मजा है क्रिकेट का कि आपने एक बार एक टीम को पिक किया, तो कहीं का भी टीम हो, कहीं की भी टीम हो, आप उसके पीछे लगे रहते हैं, उसके पीछे ही रहते हैं। तो आई थिंक इट्स गुड मैचअप। यू आर लुकिंग एट I think what 9-5, 9-5, both of them,
Yes.
or 8-6 actually, is where
No, no. It is DC's ninth match and it is RCB's 10th match.
Yeah.
and DC is 8-6, छह मैच जीत
8-6 and
चुकी है।
9-6. Yeah.
RCB is 9-6 on points. They are the same, but RCB has won already, played already one extra match
One extra.
Yeah.
compared to Delhi. So today, if RCB wins, they'll be at 10-7, go to top of the table. But if they lose, they'll stay where they are.
Yeah.
And DC will probably jump up to 9-7 and go above Gujarat.
Yeah.
So, it won't make a change to the top four. I think it'll remain within that. One will go
Frame.
up and one will remain where it is. So not a very do or die match today, but I think if you have to prepare for the qualifier, this is a very very important match. DC is a likely champion. RCB is aspiring to be a champion, not yet there in terms of performance. मुझे नहीं लगता कि उन्होंने अभी तक ऐसा कोई मैच खेला है जो लगे कि यार ये चैंपियन टीम है। अच्छा खेला है, मुश्किल सिचुएशन से भी बाहर आए हैं और इजी मैचेस जीते हैं, टफ मैचेस जीते हैं, लेकिन जिस तरह से डीसी ने खेला है कि पहले मैच में 66 for 5 और फिर 190 बनाना, और फिर आगे चल के कुछ टफ मैचेस खेले जहाँ पे टफ टीम्स के सामने दे परफॉर्म ब्रिलियंटली अंडर अक्षर captaincy. I think captaincy wise you have a good matchup today between Akshar and Patidar, because
Yes.
पाटीदार भी अपने एक रवैया दिखा चुके हैं, अपने एक रुतबा जो कि दिखा चुके हैं। और मुझे लगता है कि इस 10 टीमों में से अगर कोई भी आप दो कैप्टन का नाम लेना चाहे जिनके रहाणे को छोड़ के, तो आप ये दो लेंगे। और मुझे लगता है कि वो दोनों का टक्कर होगी। दिल्ली मेरे ख्याल से ऑन मेरिट फेवरेट लग रहा है। On momentum, RCB has the momentum behind it, but inconsistency wise, they have been very inconsistent, and I think वही एक उनका एक नेगेटिव है कि उनका जो परफॉर्मेंस है वो कभी जो कभी नरम कभी गरम वाला किस्सा है। और अगर आज उनको दिल्ली को बीट करके आगे जाते हैं तो आई वुड थिंक दे वुड बी वेरी वेल प्लेस्ड टू बी इन द टॉप टू एंड मे बी hit the finals also. लेकिन लेकिन too many lekins there, and I think my sense today is Delhi is going to come out roaring on all cylinders, and they jihad के तरह आएंगे और RCB will find it very tough. So RCB will have to play to the skin if they want to win today. That's what I think. All right.
So if you see, Delhi has won the last match which was played between them and RCB by 6 wickets. And Rahul played a fantastic inning of 93 not out. And if you see the last 4 matches of DC, it has won against Lucknow, RCB, SRH and CSK. तो उसमें SRH और CSK तो नीचे नॉन परफॉर्मिंग टीम्स
Weaker team.
Yes.
Yes.
है।
So,
सामने आप देखोगे ना तो RCB has won 3 out of the 4 matches. They have won against MI and KKR, which are strong teams. CSK is not a strong team, not performing in this basic.
Yeah.
और डीसी में क्या राहुल खेल रहा है, अक्षर ने अच्छा खेला लास्ट मैच में, पौरेल अच्छा खेल रहा है, आशुतोष शर्मा अभी एक आध में नहीं खेल रहा है, स्टब्स भी खेल रहा है। सो द बैटिंग लाइनअप इज वेरी सॉलिड।
Yeah.
बॉलर्स में खाली स्टार्क और कुलदीप, दे आर डूइंग
Doing
वेल।
well.
मुकेश कुमार लास्ट टाइम मैन ऑफ द मैच था, उसके पहले आवेश खान मैन ऑफ द मैच था। सो एंड विप्रज, निखिल्स फेवरेट, निगम। सो
Yes.
दे हैव गॉट दिस। मेरे को खाली ऐसा ही लग रहा है कि करुण नायर को तो आज खिलाना चाहिए, लेकिन डीसी कैन टेक अ चांस ऑफ प्लेइंग समीर रिजवी टुडे।
Okay.
He's a strong batting guy. You know, remember last year he was bought by CSK for 8 crores. This time Lucknow bought it, DC bought him for 95 lakhs.
Mm-hmm.
Deep down हो गया,
Okay.
and people call him right-handed Suresh Raina.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
बहुत मारता है, सिक्स भी अच्छा मारता है, वेरी यंग गाय। तो अभी they are top of that, they are doing quite well, they are among the top 4 doing second position में। तो अभी खिला सकते हैं कोई प्लेयर, कोई
yeah.
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, तो खिलाना चाहिए। आई डोंट नो अबाउट व्हाट निखिल सेज अबाउट नटराजन बॉलर।
Peanut Rajan.
हाँ, उस उसको भी खिलाया नहीं अभी तक।
Yeah.
So he was good. He was good in a couple of seasons, and I think he showed
यस,
signs of flashes of brilliance. But somewhere along
यस,
the line, I think he lost its touch and he's got overshadowed. I think he's not that he's लॉस्ट इज टच, बट आई थिंक क्या होता है, आप एक एक स्तर पे खेलते हो लेकिन आपके ऊपर के स्तर पे खेलने वाले और दो आ जाते हैं, तो आपका स्तर, आप अपना स्तर नीचे नहीं करते हो, अपने आप नीचे हो जाते हैं क्योंकि आपसे ज्यादा अच्छा खेलने वाले लोग आ जाते हैं, तो और आप फिर उसको मुकाबला नहीं दे पाते हो। आई थिंक दैट्स द स्टोरी ऑफ टी नटराजन एंड आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर वेदर they would like to try him out at this stage. It would be, I think, not fair even to a Mitchell Stark. Mitchell Stark is not going anywhere. Mukesh Kumar was the man of the match in the
करेक्ट, करेक्ट,
previous game. You can't,
करेक्ट,
drop
I think
करेक्ट,
him
करेक्ट।
Vipraj
as
Nigam.
a
He's
Vipraj.
ये
Is
पांचों, पांचों बॉलर तो बढ़िया ही चल रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर किसी को एक बार का दिखाना चांस, क्योंकि अभी चांस नहीं लेंगे ना नाइन्थ मैच में या 10th मैच में, तो फिर
I
11,
think he
12, 13,
might be
14 में नहीं ले सकते।
one of these two
yeah,
might be an
true.
impact sub. You can have a Samir Rizvi or a TN Natarajan as the impact sub, but not as the
यस,
part of the playing 11. So you might
या,
want one of them as the impact sub if if you're batting first, then you may want Natarajan as the impact sub. If you're bowling, sir, then you might want uh, your the Rizvi that you mentioned as the impact sub when they come into bat. So I think that depends on what the captain thinks, but I think he wouldn't want to change the play winning 11. That's my sense, other than the injury. So you wouldn't even Kuldeep Yadav, of course, shows himself very well. So at the most, Chamira, who was in the 11, I think earlier, may be reconsidered. But every other name I am seeing on the list is a sort of chosen himself. Rahul, Akshar, Abhishek Porel, Karun Nair, Ashutosh Sharma, Vipraj, Mitchell Stark, Kuldeep Yadav. Big names, great names, good performance. So I don't see any reason why they should be dropped unless there's an injury or a niggling
या,
doubt about their
a good
fitness.
winning
So
combination should not be disturbed also, basically
should not be
Yeah.
disturbed, and
momentum।
I think Akshar will not want that. I don't think he will do it unless, as I said, injury या कुछ ऐसा कोई कारण की वजह से
या,
कोई प्लेयर खेलना नहीं चाहता है। प्रॉब्लम एक्चुअली बॉलिंग का है आरसीबी को, मुझे लगता
आरसीबी
नहीं
का,
है
यस,
कि
यस,
आरसीबी को एक बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है बिकॉज
या,
इट्स Krunal Pandya does his job, but Bhuvneshwar has been erratic. Hazelwood plays once in a while. Yes, Dayal, I don't have much respect for. I'm sorry to say that. I've always been telling you that
एंड
there are a
भुवी इज नॉट परफॉर्मिंग
few
एट ऑल, भुवी तो खेल
Bhuvi
ही
is
नहीं
not
रहा है।
performing at all. He's one of the
या,
legends who's been, underperforming and probably one of the candidates for today's question. I don't
वो
know.
भी है,
I don't know
शेपर्ड
how
भी
much you
नहीं,
respect.
शेपर्ड को भी लास्ट टाइम 1-2 ओवर दिया था, वो भी उसने
Yeah,
काफी
He didn't play well,
हेल्प।
no.
play.
द
So
मेजर
maybe.
पॉइंट में,
mm,
सॉरी कंटिन्यू।
So maybe on the batting side, they have to ensure that they put up a good score if they're batting first, because then they have a huge score to defend. And I think for that, Padikkal and Tim David would be the key players. Salt and Kohli I'm not even counting because they will perform. I don't see them not performing today. And but they have to be supported. Just you can't ride on those two. So at the middle or at the tail end of the 20 overs, you will need a Padikkal and a Tim David to come through, including a Romario Shepherd if his batting comes at that stage. So a lot depends on RCB's batting, and for Delhi, a lot of things depend on Delhi's bowling because they have to ensure that they don't let these guys on Namak Patidar, Jitesh Sharma, Phil Salt, Kohli, massive names out there, and to control them is not easy. You need to bowl very very well, and a very controlled bowling has to be done if you need to keep them below 180 or 175, and that's chaseable. But anything beyond that, if you're going to be seeing a 205 or 210, 215, it will be very difficult according to
I'm looking
Definitely.
at Patidar scoring a half century today. Actually,
me. Yeah, he
he has
needs
to
to.
come. He has to
He,
come to the party now because as a captain, he command the respects. He's doing a good job there. But with the
yes,
bat also to show somewhere कि कैसे
yes.
क्या हो रहा है उधर है वैसा एक
Yeah.
वो करना चाहिए था उनको और दूसरा है कि should they also try a good another bowler even if they have to replace Bowie? Is that an
I don't know whether
option?
Louis, I don't know whether Luigi NGD is playing because I haven't seen him in the playing 11. But I think यश दयाल के लिए अगर आप किसी को अगर ट्राई करना चाहते हो अगर कोई कोई फास्ट बॉलर है तो I think he's a
Hmm.
sort of a weak link. I don't see
Hmm.
Bhuvi and Netherwood being disturbed.
Hmm.
They will play. Suyash Sharma is good there either as an impact player or as part of the 11. He's going to be there. He's been doing a good job. So I don't see him going away anywhere. Livingston is the question mark again, not performing and to his
Hmm.
potential. He's been he has to, if he does his job in both the uh, bowling and the batting side, then he's
Hmm.
actually a match winner.
Correct.
But he's not been performing for RCB in spite of being given the chances. So I think between Livingston and Luigi, I don't know whether Livingston will be part of the playing 11 or an impact player. But Luigi may come in for Yash Dayal, according to me, if he's there in India and playing for them.
So again,
Unfortunately.
the toss will play the usual methodology. The captain winning will put the other side to bat first. So suppose DC bats first. What is the score are you looking at?
Hetvi, I ask Hetvi that question. Hetvi, what do you think?
Again, I think 180 again. I'll stick to 180. Okay, maybe 180 is a good score to have. 180 plus 180. Yes.
It's like in Delhi, Delhi is extremely hot at this point, whether it's afternoon or evening.
But it's an evening match. I mean, दोपहर को होता तो I don't know, but it's an
Sure.
evening match.
But
The average is
yes, you're
around
right. You're right.
New
235.
factor at Delhi comes in.
Mhm.
आता है
Uh,
न्यू
uh,
दिल्ली में आता ही है बेसिकली
and what is the average in Delhi? 180.
235.
Ooh,
That's what I'm reading in the CricBuzz app. They said 235. That's the average.
yeah. The average per series total across the 5 matches played in Delhi was 235, the highest
So
amongst all venues.
180, I
Man,
guess
that's
it's
crazy.
less. It's 200 plus easily.
Yeah. I
Yes.
think it also depends on the pitch and what they do. So,
Yeah.
last few games have not been very high scoring. Somewhere, I think the message is going down that it's not good to have 240, 260 score matches. तो मुझे लगता है कि अगर दिल्ली पहला खेलती है बैटिंग करती है तो आई डोंट थिंक दे विल गो बियॉन्ड 180 190 आरसीबी कैन डू इट इफ आरसीबी प्लेस फर्स्ट आई सी देम गोइंग बियॉन्ड 200 to 205 or so. They'll have to because the bowling is weak. If they don't do that, DC can defend 180. Okay, so I'm putting it this way: DC 180, they will defend the score. They should defend the score. RCB wants to defend the score. It's got to go to 210, 215. Then they are probably able to defend the score. See what happened to Punjab yesterday. I'll just sort of take a minute on that. At the end of 12 overs, you are 120 for no loss, so 120 for one. Okay.
करेक्ट
Now at that point, what do you expect? You expect the score to go to 225, 230, not 200. You don't score at the same rate in the next 8 overs. But that's what happened, right? So Punjab played below par yesterday. That 200 looks good, but not when you sit in the context of 120 for one at the end of 12 overs. RCB has to keep that in mind. You cannot, the average when you play an ODI, they say that what you score in the first 30 overs have to be win in the next 20 overs. That's a sort of a ballpark. In T20, what you score in the first 12, you must make it the next eight. So when you're at
करेक्ट
120 after 12, you should have reached 240. In the next eight, you should have made 120, and they made 200. So I think teams have to be very careful about this. You can't take a score at the end and say, "Oh, I made 200 at the average of 10." No, where were you at the age of 12? You were at 120, and therefore you had no business going to 200. You had to go to 240. So RCB has to play that game today. If they are at 100 for one or 105 for two or whatever at the end of 10, 11 overs, they must go to 220 to 240. Then they can defend the score. Otherwise, this DC team is capable of chasing that score of 215. DC playing first would defend 180, 190. They have a good bowling outfit.
The last
Uh,
match
I
that
uh, I differ from Nikhil on that 180 if DC is playing first. If Kiran Nair, Karun Nair, Rahul, Porel अगर खेल गए ना तो 230 किधर 225 कभी बना सकते हैं.
No,
डोंट
no,
वरी अबाउट दैट.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying DC has to make 180 to be able to defend the score at least 180. They can
अच्छा
pass.
make
अच्छा.
220, 230, but if they should not score below 180 because they won't be able to defend that score if they're playing first. For RCB, they can't make 180 because Delhi will chase 180 down.
या
If you want to defend the score against Delhi, you have to go to 210, 220 because they have that batting lineup. Akshar Patel can come and change everything. I mean, he's that dark horse that comes in and changes everything.
या
So from that perspective, RCB doesn't have that guy. You only have the first four players, the Kohlis and the Padikkals who sent the salts where to play. बाद में वो आपका नहीं है, they have not been performing.
नहीं
That's the
नहीं
problem.
यू नो कृणाल इज नोन टू बी अ ऑलराउंडर लेकिन
Yes.
बैटिंग में कुछ किया ही नहीं अभी तक
Yeah,
उसने.
कुछ
nahi.
नहीं किया अभी
Yes.
तक उसने. The way Akshar has done, he's actually a copy of Akshar if you go to see. He
या या
bowls left hand and I think bats
या
right hand and वो नहीं होता है, वो उससे खेला नहीं है. So I think that is a weak link again there on the batting front for RCB. So they must ensure that they touch that 210, 215. Hetvi,
एंड
what is your thinking? Where do you think your Bangalore is going to go today? Tell us
I
that.
think my Bangalore will be aggressive today, considering their previous, when DC played won at Chinnaswamy last year. KL Rahul made a mark that this is my stadium and I win here.
Yes,
I think
yes,
Kohli
yes.
will come back more aggressive. He doesn't take this very easily or nicely, and he always have like he proves it back. He gives it back right away. So I think this will be a chance for RCB to go back and give it back to Delhi Capitals. So I do hope and pray and wish RCB wins and they come together as a team because that's true. The captain Rajat Patidar has not really gained any runs, has not put much score on the board. As great as a captain he has been, he needs to show up for RCB today.
कोहली साहब 75 के ऊपर बनाएंगे तो
Yes,
आरसीबी 200 से ऊपर क्रॉस कर जाएंगे.
बस
Absolutely.
आप
वही
Fingers
देखना.
crossed.
चाहिए.
Absolutely, fingers crossed, and we hope that he does it to have a good match. So
Yes.
let's wait and see where it's going.
Nikhil, we
Yeah.
discussed this point of Punjab of yesterday. They were
Yeah.
160 when Pram Silverman got out, correct?
Mm.
And that was 33 balls remaining. In
Mm.
33 balls, they scored only
Only
41
14.
runs.
That's not good. Yeah, I mean, that shows lack of thinking, lack of planning, lack of having a target in mind. That nothing changed, right? The pitch was the same, the bowlers were the same.
8 विकेट पड़े हैं, खाली बैट घुमाना है आके. विकेट्स भी 8
Mm.
पड़े हैं, एट 160. लेकिन वो फिर सम द वे दे प्लेड, सो सम ऑफ द
But,
अदर होता है.
I mean, I don't know why they did not have Adera come sooner.
Yes.
They had Maxwell come sooner, who is not in form.
जेंसन.
Jensen, वो
Yeah,
उनको
I
क्यों
think
भेजा?
Maxi came at 4 or 5. I think that's
या
Yes,
या या
unusual
2
for him.
wickets, down 3
Very
wickets.
unusual position, and he was not able to capitalize on that. That is sad because he's a good player. But
Yep.
that was like sending in Abdul Samad, sending Abdul Samad before the other batsman in the other team that we discussed. I think
देयर
LSG.
सीम्स टू
So
बी अ
LSG.
कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. There seems to be
mm,
a conflict between Jane Old and Jane Bold.
yes, yes, absolutely, and I think that's showing up in almost every team, and I think that needs to
Yes,
be sorted out because Sanju Samson
correct.
also has been expressing a lot of
Yes,
dissatisfaction.
yes, yes.
So
So, going back to today's the match that's going on,
by
Mumbai Indians.
Mumbai at 16th over,
Yes,
yeah, yeah, 161 for
161 for
5, and
5.
Surya Kumar is still there.
Yes.
Surya Kumar is still there, and Tilak Verma's gone,
और अभी
Hardik
कितने
Pandya has
4 ओवर
gone.
बाकी है ना.
Yes.
Yeah, they're into the 16th over, so four more to go. But then you have the last pair in. You have Surya Kumar Yadav and Naman Dheer in. Corbin Walsh, Trent
Oh,
Bolt, Deepak Char, and Karan Sharma to follow, who are not known batsmen. So you have the last pair in, the last recognized batting pair in. Hopefully, you
that means
should touch 200.
Tilak and Pandya has not played good.
No, both went out. Tilak went at for 6, bowled by Ravi Vishnu, and Hardik Pandya bowled by Mayank Yadav for 5. So Mayank Yadav got a couple of wickets. Prince Yadav got a couple, one. Uh, Ravi Vishnu got a couple. So Digvish Sati got one. So decent performance, but still at 161 for 5, 16 though, it's still at 10
Good.
and over.
Yeah.
It's not bad. You could touch 200 now if this pair continues. Surya Kumar Yadav and Namandir also bats well.
He's
He is sort of
excellent bat.
yeah, he's sort of a
Excellent bat. Yeah, yeah.
Vadera type of player who
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
in
yeah.
and scores fast. And I think hopefully 200 should be there. Then LSG has a game on. We all have a
The
game on hand.
fighting
LSG
total,
can
yes.
fighting total. Both can LSG can chase it down. Mumbai can defend it. So let's see who comes out on top. So I
We
think
have
anything else?
we have three others in this match today. Two on that side and one on this side. So Hetvi, how many Patels are there in IPL?
IPL, two.
My God, what a
For now,
question!
two. This season,
Uh,
two. This season, two.
Two.
Akshar
Aksar and
Patel and
Harshal.
Harshal Patel. Yeah. Before we had Parthiv Patel, there was one Muslim whose
Yeah.
surname was Patel. So yeah, this season two, I feel.
Let's check
Great.
that out. I'll do a fact check. Let's check it out, and
We
we're
had
not going to get
Munaf
away with it.
Patel.
Yeah,
Yes.
Munaf Patel. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Great bowler. Yeah, he
Yeah.
played very. I think he played for Mumbai, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
And
I
he
read
did.
somewhere. I read somewhere that the surname Patel is the highest in IPL, all put
Oh,
together.
oh.
Players, yeah,
Then
yeah,
there
yeah.
has to be more. Mm.
Ha, ha, ha.
What is and then that might be include retired players like Parthiv Patel and all that. So I
सब
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
मिलके सब मिलके है उसके अंदर, but there is a surname which has been used maximum actually.
mm, great.
Well,
So I
I'm a
think it's
proud
good.
Patel.
We're looking forward to a good match between RCB and DC, and I think Mumbai heading to 200, looking good. But LSG can chase that down, and we're looking at a good match in the next hour and a half. So we'll let our viewers go and see that. And Hitvi, Narayan, any closing comments, and then Hitvi.
No. At this score of 161 or 200, I think I will give 55 to Lucknow and 45 to Mumbai.
Again, very close.
That's again like saying nothing,
Yeah.
Narayan. Hitvi,
Okay, then. So, two games today, four possible outcomes, and infinite chaos potential. Stay tuned because after the matches, Narayan sir and Nikhil sir are bringing some fire to the post match tomorrow. Keep up with us, and remember, when in doubt, always pick the team that choke less, like Nikhil Morsawala says. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.